My name is Valerie Williams. I am a member of the College of Ed's Dean's Office, and I'd like to welcome you to McGonigle Hall at Temple University. Just to give you a little background, graduation is a time-honored celebration of our students' accomplishmets. In a way, we reflect on the past, but the word graduation signifies a beginning. Our celebration today is an opportunity to look forward to all the great things our students' degrees will allow them to do. While today's event is indeed a celebration, it is a formal academic event. So we appreciate your cooperation in making sure that all of our students can be recognized and attended to when their name is announced. In support of all our graduates, we ask that you refrain from departing the ceremony early. During the ceremony, we request that the guests refrain from blocking aisles and passageways for your safety. The College of Education and Human Development has arranged for professional photographers to capture the moment when your student crosses this stage. So in just a few minutes, the College of Education and Human Development graduates will process in from the back of the venue. At this time, we ask that all guests will take their seats. I see some folks are still coming in, which is great. And we also ask that cell phones or any devices that would interfere with the ceremony be silenced at this time. Make sure that you do not have any signs or banners that will block the view of others. So without further ado, I direct your attention to the back of the venue as our graduation procession.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. Welcome to the livest graduation ceremony taking place at Temple University. If you were looking for a celebration, if you were looking for a good time, you came to the right place. My name is Dr. Monica Williams-Sheely, and I am the proud Dean of the College of Education and Human Development. Let me tell you a little bit about who we are. In 1884, we launched the first course for teachers for the School District of Philadelphia in elementary education. Today, we serve approximately 1,700 students, and we have 53,000 alumni and 100 nonprofit partners in the city, surrounding areas, alumni around the world. We envision a world where all people have access to an outstanding education. Not mediocre, not adequate. I said outstanding. Our mission is to educate, support, and prepare learners and leaders to advance equitable systems and practices in schools and communities. Today's ceremony embodies our vision, mission, and values. Every year, we look forward with great anticipation to seeing our students reach this academic milestone. We're also excited to see what you will do next, how you will take what you've learned here at Temple and apply it passionately and proudly into your professional careers, remembering always that you represent us and our core values. An example of our national prominence can be seen in over $15 million in research expenditures and our national rankings. We are recognized consistently as one of the top-ranked graduate schools of education, and this year we're number 41. An example of our local impact is evidenced by the 102,000 plus hours of field work that our students, many of you here, completed across the city of Philadelphia and surrounding areas. Beginning today, we expect you to educate the world on what it means to be Temple-made. While the purpose of this day is to honor our graduates and their families, we would like to take this opportunity to provide a special thanks to all those who have served to protect our city and our country. If you are currently serving in the military or law enforcement, if you have served in the past, please stand up so we can thank you for your service. At this time, I'd like to introduce you to some special guests, as well as our esteemed faculty who are seated on the stage with me. But first, let's get to someone who you all have gotten to know in the last year, one of our chief champions for education and human development, our president, John Fry. Our college's Board of Visitors and our Alumni Association Board. If you're here, can you stand or wave your hands? Alumni Association Board, Board of Visitors, thank you for your support of our college. We're honored to have with us Dr. Deborah Carrera, a CEHD alumna and Chief Education Officer for the City of Philadelphia. And our graduation team, these folks that are running around with red polo shirts, with headphones, their phones out, all the things that they need to make this event special, from selecting our speakers, preparing them. Please join me in expressing sincere appreciation to the dedicated staff and faculty who made this day possible for all of us. Our students, you have earned Latin honors and you're wearing gold honor cords. If you're here, stand up, raise your hand, show us let us know who you are. Those gold cords. Kappa Delta Pi, where are you? Kappa Delta Pi is wearing purple and green cords. And then we have some retiring faculty and staff. This year, we congratulate 4 faculty and 2 staff members on their distinguished careers, totaling 172 years. Now, I didn't write this, so don't get offended because I said 172 years, but that's extraordinary service. So we have Dr. Jean Boyer in early childhood education, Dr. Carol Brandt, Associate Professor in Science Ed, Dr. Kathy Fiorella in school psychology, Mary Jenkins in the Office of Field Placement, and Dr. Chris McGinley, Chair and Professor in Policy and Organizational Studies and Leadership, and Valerie Williams, Administrative Coordinator in the Dean's Office, and our commencement MC extraordinaire. All of our retiring faculty and staff, could you stand or raise your hand so we can thank you for your service? All right, CEHD graduates, I'm coming to you. Commencement is the best time of year. I hear it all through the halls, faculty and staff alike, even our guests say it feels different at this time of year. It feels like for me as dean, I'm graduating every year with all of you. And I know you're probably thinking, D. Sheila, you didn't take any of this work. You did the work, and I get to reap some of the benefits, because every year I get to relive that time when I was sitting in your seat. I know sometimes I hear students say, the ceremony is symbolic. I don't need to go. Just send me my degree. And with the busyness of life, you might say, I don't want to attend that ceremony. I got too many things going on, too many things on my plate. It's not that important. But I'm so glad all of you, or someone out here said to you, you're going to that ceremony today. Take the time to celebrate this accomplishment. Believe me, I know folks are saying, what's next, right? They're saying, what are you gonna do next? But let's enjoy this moment, take it in. Believe me, there will be more accomplishments for you to celebrate. As an educator, clinician, or leader, you face significant challenges every day. It is my hope that in those difficult times, you remember the times when you overcame adversity or you pushed through, even if it resulted in an unfavorable outcome. That's what Temple Owls do. We are resilient, strong, and community-minded. During my first year at Temple, I decided that I would spend at least one day a week out visiting schools in community-based organizations, and I would seek out Temple Owls everywhere I went. And here is what I've learned. Our graduates are well prepared. You've spent a great deal of time from early field experiences to service learning opportunities to your clinical internships and student teaching, developing your practice. Our graduates do not shy away from challenges. You have been prepared to make a way out of no way, to persist and get positive results for those communities who are depending on us the most. When I started my career as a special education teacher, I couldn't imagine that my career trajectory would lead to me standing before you today as the first woman in over 100 years to lead this college. I know, okay, thank you. I grew up humble, so I tried to slide that in. I grew up in a small town in Florida, and I had no idea that my road would lead me to all of you. And so some might be wondering, why does it matter that you're the first? In 2026, what's the big deal? Well, it matters because there's somebody, a little person, a bigger person out there looking at all of you, looking at me, and saying, there is possibility. There is a barrier I can break. There's a glass ceiling I could shatter. And so, I come here today to celebrate you and let you know that our legacy is rooted in access and opportunity, and there is nothing you can't accomplish. That is what we mean when we say success. Real success is temple made. As alumni, we hope that when we can count on you to be an ambassador for our college, you'll do that. You'll contribute to our aspirations to do better by our city, by the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, and our country. And as an urban research institution with global campuses in Japan and Rome, with a program in Jamaica, let's not give up on expanding our footprint globally and embracing our role as global citizens. Your success is a testament to the unwavering support and guidance of your loved ones. So graduates, this is your day and you're feeling lots of love. But right now, I want you to look in the direction of someone that came here to support you. And if you don't have anyone, you hug yourself and give them some love. You didn't get here by yourself. Now, armed with the knowledge and the skills that you've acquired, it's time to embrace your future with confidence and embark on a new adventure. I want to express my gratitude to my extraordinary colleagues, the staff and the faculty, many of them sitting behind me, who have supported our students every step of the way. You have left an imprint on their lives. And for our graduates, on behalf of our graduates, I say thank you. To the College of Education and Human Development graduates, you have made us immensely proud, and we welcome you to the ranks of our esteemed alumni. Congratulations again. May your future be filled with endless possibilities, joy, purpose, real success. Go Owls. I'd now like to introduce you to Dr. Janelle Bailey, Professor of Teaching and Learning, who will present our Doctor of Philosophy and Doctor of Education degrees.
Doctoral study at the College of Education and Human Development is informed by Temple University's unique character as one of the nation's most diverse universities and one of the greatest located in a large urban landscape. We seek to prepare graduates who are ready to contribute community-oriented and practice-relevant research, research that can have a real impact on both the scholarly community and, more importantly, on the lives of learners and teachers. Only 1% of the U.S. population has a doctorate. The journey to attain a doctoral degree is both rewarding and challenging, so today we celebrate our graduates' accomplishments and perseverance. Dean Shealy, esteemed faculty, devoted alumni, and dedicated professional staff, I am pleased to present those students who have achieved the pinnacle of academic success for recognition of a Doctor of Philosophy or Doctor of Education degree. Our first candidate will be hooded by Dr. Wanda Brooks. Dr. Loretta Shirley Esposito. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Jim Burns. Dr. Jennifer Taylor Eaton. The following candidates will be hooded by Dr. Sarah Cordis. Kyle Dwayne Morris Soul. Dr. Caitlin Najee. Dr. Catherine Sylvester. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Maya Kuchera. Dr. Julie Whalen McIntyre. The following candidates will be hooded by Dr. James Earl Davis. Dr. Christina Danielle Bolton. Dr. Brian Kuzalina. Dr. Lindsay Metzger Epstein. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Art Dowdy. Kathleen May Moyer. The following candidates will be hooded by Dr. Jody Levine Lothgraben. Dave Gerson, Dr. Dave Gerson, excuse me. Dr. Christine Cleaver Harrer. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Kelly McGinn. Dr. Colette Kazarek. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Christy Newton. Dr. Catherine Joy Burke. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Dole Schneider. Dr. Randy Michael Taylor. The following candidates will be hooded by Dr. Judy Stull. Dr. Helena Anderson Main, a graduate of our Jamaica program in educational leadership. Dr. Jordan Stanley Cagle. Dr. Rose Cowan Bailey, also of our Jamaica program. Dr. Matthew Hewlett. Dr. Leanna Johnson-Jones. Dr. Courtney Kershaw. Dr. Robert Kraus. Dr. Michael O'Hara. Dr. Brittany Ayana Ecoles. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Renee Tobin. Dr. David Devaney. The following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Elvis Wagner. Dr. Katie Duffield. And the following candidate will be hooded by Dr. Janelle Bailey. Oh wait, that's me. Sorry, it's my first time hooding my own student, Dr. Jenny G.
Thank you, Dr. Bailey. Congratulations, new docs. Now I'd like to introduce Professor and Chair of the Department of Teaching and Learning, Dr. Wanda Brooks, who will present the students from the Leadership and Career Studies program.
Good afternoon. Leadership and Career Studies is a 4-year inclusive post-secondary education certificate program. Temple Leadership and Career Studies students fully participate in campus life, taking academic courses, participating in internships and career development opportunities, and participating in campus activities, including clubs and organizations, leadership opportunities, and campus traditions. Temple and the College of Education and Human Development are committed to boundless access and advancing equity and inclusion in higher education. Dean Sheely, esteemed faculty, devoted alumni, and dedicated professional staff, I am pleased to present the students who have completed the Leadership and Career Studies program. Elias Rosen. Sean Moten. Deja Epps. And Paul Gimlavich.
And now, class of 2026, you get to hear from one of your own. Please join me in welcoming our graduate student speaker, Madison Kearney.
Graduates, families, faculty, mentors, and everyone who helped carry us to this moment. My name is Madison Ellen Kearney, and I'm proud to stand before you today as a first-generation college student who is 2 times Temple made. When I sat to write this speech, I felt both deep gratitude and a lot of pressure. How am I supposed to capture what it means to be changed by a place with only 5 minutes? While attempting to put it all into words, I kept having folks ask me the same question. What does this accomplishment mean to you? And the truth is, I don't know. Not because I don't care or am not proud to be here, but because I don't know how to tell this as my story. So I did what I always do when I don't know something. I called my dad. I talked in circles for a while and shared with him every idea I had until he finally interrupted me and said, "Maddie, start from the heart and just go from there." So here it is. I am not standing here today because of what I have accomplished. I am standing here because of what has been poured into me. I am a mosaic of every person who has loved, challenged, supported, and believed in me when I could not yet believe in myself. I am a byproduct of my village, a hardworking one, full of the strongest, most resilient, and passionate people you will ever meet. As a child, I watched their struggles dismissed and their efforts overlooked, which is where my advocacy journey first began. I sensed inequity long before I had the language to name it. But then I came here, and Temple gave me that language. Every course I took felt like coming home to concepts I had always known but could never name. The programs here prepared me to blend my natural instincts with theory and practice. My experience at Temple was not just about knowledge, it was about recognizing my lifelong calling to help others learn and grow. But more than anything, my time at Temple taught me hope. We don't talk enough about how hard hope is. Hope is not naive optimism or pretending that will all work out. Hope is choosing to believe in something you cannot yet see. It requires faith, and faith requires courage. And when I first transferred to Temple, I was not overflowing with courage. I was overwhelmed, and I questioned whether I had what it takes to make a difference or even make it at all. But here, I found something that changed. I found people who believed not just in the work, but in me. Professors like Drs. Lori Shore, who taught equity not as a buzzword, but as a responsibility, and mentors like Drs. Megan Raish and Armando Estrada, who pushed me towards opportunities I once thought were out of reach, like this one, and partnerships that showed me what it looks like to turn learning into action and action into real change. Through my work, I saw that what we study here is not abstract, it is alive. Temple showed me that change is slow, but not impossible, that systems are heavy, but not immovable, and that hope is not passive, it is work. And during a moment when the work felt nearly impossible, I heard words that reminded me of why hope matters. In her concession speech, Madam Vice President Kamala Harris said, "Don't ever give up. Don't ever stop trying to make the world a better place. You have power. Don't let anyone tell you that something is impossible just because it has never been done before. You have the capacity to do extraordinary good in this world." It is important to me that we hold on to and draw inspiration from these words, because education, especially the kind we've experienced here, is an act of refusing to give up. And if there's one thing I know, it's that every member of this graduating class is standing on the shoulders of someone who refused to give up on us. Someone who believed and invested in us, who carried us when we couldn't carry ourselves. Someone who had hopes for us. So when I look out at all of you, I don't just see degrees, I see power. The power of hope. The power to do extraordinary good. Not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. Temple reminded me that what is done in love is done well. I have loved my time here and the work that I have done. But today is not a celebration of individual achievement. Rather, it is a celebration of community, sacrifice, support, and every person who helped make this moment possible. We are not self-made. So as we move forward into whatever comes next, may we remember that we do not go alone, because we were never built alone. I am because we are, and because we are Temple-made, there is so much good that we can do in this world. Class of 2026, this is my love letter to Temple and to you. May we carry this hope forward, may we do our work with love, and may we never stop trying to build something better for ourselves and the communities that shaped us. Thank you.
Madison reminded us of the power of hope. Let's give her another round of applause. And now I get to introduce you to someone else who believes in the power of hope. Philadelphia's own 100th Mayor, Sherelle L. Parker. Let's clap it up for our mayor, the 100th mayor. Philadelphia's own mayor grew up in West Oak Lane. Yes, raised by her grandparents after losing her mother at age 11. She attended Philadelphia Public Schools and was the first in her family to attend college, earning a Bachelor of Science in English Education from Lincoln University. And she reminds us every time she gets to tell us that she is certified by the state of Pennsylvania. After graduating, she worked as a high school English and ESL teacher in Pleasantville, New Jersey, where she served both immigrant children and adults. She later earned a Master of Public Administration from Penn's Fell Institute of Government and went on to a career in public service. Across her time as an elected official in the Pennsylvania House of Representatives, on Philadelphia City Council, and now as our mayor, Mayor Parker has been an outspoken and dedicated advocate for children, for educators, and for school communities. Her leadership has paved the way for major school funding initiatives, workforce development, and promoting the essential conditions for students to thrive, both in and out of the classroom. She is a passionate advocate for Philadelphia and its students, and another first, the first female mayor of Philadelphia. Now you clap for that. You know how hard our mayor works. She's very busy. And the fact that she found the time to come and give a few words of hope and inspiration to our graduates, the class of 2026, we thank her. Mayor Parker, welcome to the Owl's Nest. Let me put my binder here, and I'll move this one.
Let me start by saying good afternoon, everyone. President Fry, my good friend and partner in so much here in the city of Philadelphia, and to Dean Monica Williams-Shealy, thank you for inviting me to address the graduates of the class of 2026 today. I really want to provide some context here because I really want to make sure that each of you understand how much we value this institution in the heart of our city in so many ways. So I want to extend my gratitude to Dean Shealy and all of the dedicated staff and faculty here at Temple's College of Education and Human Development. Give them a round of applause. You are by far the most important leaders here because you are nurturing the next generation of educators, and your commitment to your students, it in essence lays the foundation for their success, and it helps to shape the future of our city and our nation. This mission is critical today, and this is what is important to me, because when I think about Temple, I'm reminded that you were founded with the mission of providing an outstanding education for talented and motivated students. But here's the part where your founders thought about the Sherelle Parkers of the world, that you would support those talented and motivated students regardless of their family wealth or their socioeconomic status and or background. To all of the family members who are present, my aunt told me something years ago that I don't think I understood until later on in my life, that when we come into this world, we are born into a family. And family members, mothers, fathers, sisters, brothers, uncle, aunts, they are part of what we refer to as our bloodline. But throughout life's endeavors, we meet a group of people who we may not be biologically connected to, but these people help us, they motivate us, inspire us, they push us, they encourage us. So while they are not part of our bloodline, they are a part of our love line. To all of you who are present, who are a part of the bloodline or the love line of these graduates here today, this day is for you too, because they are here because of your support. I want to say to the graduates who are here today, we are here to celebrate your achievements, your perseverance, and your futures, because you have completed an important step in your preparation as teachers, counselors, and school leaders, and you now have the responsibility of preparing the next generation of learners. And I don't know about you, but I do remind people every chance I get that I am a certified secondary English teacher by profession, and that means I pass both the NTE and the praxis, and I'm very proud of that. Okay? I'm very proud of that. I am proud of the fact that there were people, and I have to start with teachers, because when you hear people introduce me and they say, and this is all true because representation matters, I am the first woman mayor in the city of Philadelphia's history in 341 years, and I'm really, really proud of that. But this is what I want you to know. If that is all you know about me, you don't know anything about me at all. What I want you all to remember, because you all are going to be the chief connectors to young people who need us to help close the gap between the haves and the have-nots. So what's most important about me that I want you to know is that, how did the speech go? I was in high school. The first line said, I, Sherelle Parker, was a child who most people thought would never succeed. In fact, they almost had me thinking the same thing. It was a village that decided that a young woman who was born to a single teenage mother and raised by her grandparents would get access to an opportunity to become the first generation college graduate in her family and the first generation Ivy League graduate in my family. But I want you to know this. During those very difficult times along my journey, no one would have imagined that the statistics of the time associated with a young woman who was being raised by a domestic worker. Now, it's important to me that I share that with you because there's some young people who are here today and they've never heard the term domestic worker. A domestic worker, my grandmother and the matriarchs who came from Manning, South Carolina, to Philadelphia, here in North Philadelphia in particular, they cleaned the homes of wealthy families, so I didn't have to. They were paid cash, multiple families, and they left the cash envelope on the table that they would collect when they finished cleaning, and that meant that they were taken out of the tax structure. What did that mean? That meant that my grandparents who had 5 children of their own, who were already grown, ended up raising their granddaughter. And it was tough. Daddy was a Navy veteran who was physically disabled and had a speech impediment, and he stammered badly, hence where you see my drive and my commitment to outstanding customer service and how you interact with people who need your support and having patience, compassion, and empathy, all of those things drawn from my real life lived experience. But because my grandmother was paid under the table, that made her eligible for public assistance. Now, I want you to know it wasn't what we know today. When I shared this with people, I actually had an expert who said, you are the mayor of the 6th largest city in the nation. You don't have to share those hard knock stories anymore. You've made it. I said, well, because I've achieved this milestone, that's even more of a reason why I'm going to continue to shout from the rooftop what my humble beginnings were like, because somebody, somewhere, somehow will understand that although my grandmother received public assistance, and it wasn't a credit card, it wasn't a plastic-like credit card, she had to go into a place. Some of you have never heard of this before, and this may be very foreign, but my grandmother used to receive food stamps. That's what she went to the supermarket shopping with. I even went to the supermarket at 74th and Ogons Avenue called Pickwell. And when I went, I told people I used to take colored money in books. Purple 20s, green 10s, and brown dollars. I also went to the store to get what I described as we would go to the supermarket, leave the supermarket with the cart. In St. Peter's Church at 74th and Briar Road, it was the stop for me where I picked up the surplus food. Now, what did I get? You've never heard of this before because it's no longer a thing, but when I grew up, it was essential, and all of it matters to each of you. I used to go pick up a 5-pound box of cheese, and it never sliced thin like it did in the hoagie shop. But guess what? My grandmother used it to make the best macaroni and cheese in the world on Sunday morning. Why is it important for me to share with you who I am and my humble beginnings? It is because I am only here because there was a village that consisted of both my bloodline and my love line that saw something in me that I didn't know existed. And teachers were a huge, huge part of that. My high school English teacher, her name is Jeanette Jimenez. She encouraged me when I lost my mother when I was 11 years old. My grandmother, who was my rock, my anchor. My grandmother used to discipline me like this. Wait, let me show you. She could discipline me like this. Some young person is saying, that lady's crazy. How's she the mayor? She didn't say anything, but you know I just said a whole lot with that look. Imagine being a 16-year-old girl, your biological mother is deceased, your biological father is not a consistent part of your life, and you lose your anchor at the tender age of 16. My life could have gone a whole lot of different ways, but an English teacher from high school said that I needed to be connected with some people who were like me. And I said, well, what do you mean? She said, well, I'm going to introduce them to you. And by the time she had introduced this new world that I became immersed in, and I would talk and communicate with these people, I felt like, because they wrote about my stories, that they were my best friends. You want me to tell you some of their names? Sonia Sanchez, Maya Angelou, Intazaki Shange, Alice Walker, Langston Hughes, who happens to be a Lincoln University graduate, the first historically black degree-granting institution of higher learning in the nation. Why do I share this with you? Had the teacher in a school district managed by an amazing leader by the name of Dr. Constance E. Clayton. They raised the bar for me. They had great expectations for me. They made sure that I learned that no matter a person's race, class, socioeconomic status, zip code, religion, sexual orientation, or identity, education, access to a quality education, it is the great equalizer. They told me that there was something that I could do, little old me, who knew what it was like to take food stamps to the supermarket, if I would just do well and figure out what my passion was. And I figured out what my passion was very, very early on. I had a strong dislike, and even to the day it gives me chills. I hate bullies. And I use that word. I hated seeing people who were powerful attempt to push people around. I don't care if you were taller and they were smaller, or you were wealthier and they came from humble means. There was something inside me that would start churning, and I wanted to be the person to step up and to fight for them. But I had to do a couple of things. I had to make sure I stayed connected to my village. I don't care who you are. You have to be plugged in to something that's bigger than you. It helps you find your purpose. Dr. King called it the drum major instinct. And no matter what it is that you do, you have to make sure you do it in pursuit of excellence, so that by the time you leave, the person who comes, they know you were there because of the excellent blueprint and footprint that you left. But in order to do this, you're going to have to embrace three things that you have to commit to me that you'll hold on to. Number one, and I learned this at Lincoln University. I didn't know that I did this thing, but I did do it very early on in my life, and I had to find a way to fight it. There is something called the negative self-fulfilling prophecy. And if we are not careful, especially if you are doing what has never been done, or you are trying to pursue a path that, there is no blueprint in essence, you are going to blaze the trail. 1,001 different reasons and or excuses you can think of about why you can't accomplish a thing. You're here today. You prove that you can start and you can finish, but you can't allow yourself or anyone else to get into your mind. He can't be a superintendent of a school. He can't be secretary of the Department of Education for the federal government and or the state government. She can't be the future president of Temple University, because these negative sort of self-doubting demons, they will consume your mind. And then you will say, well, if I don't think I can do it, then 9 times out of 10 you won't. Promise me that you won't let the negative self-doubting demons and that negative self-fulfilling prophecy consume you. The next thing I want you to promise me that you'll do is that you will do what University of Pennsylvania school psychologist Angela Duckworth calls grit. It is the power and the passion to overcome seemingly impossible tasks and do it over a long stretch of time. You went to school here at Temple. You're an owl in the heart of North Philly. If you all don't have some grit now, I don't know what we're going to do. Everywhere you go and in everything that you do, I want you to remember all of those long nights. I want you to remember how you were documenting when you turned in the paper and ended up having to do it all over again. The days that you didn't sleep, all of the assignments that you completed, and they seemed impossible, but you managed to get here today. I want you to, in essence, I want you to remember who you are when times get tough. And why is this important? Because I'm hoping and praying for something for you that you all are going to say, this is not nice. Why would she hope and pray this for us? I'm hoping and praying that after you leave here today, having achieved this amazing, amazing accomplishment, guess what I'm hoping? I can't wait until you fail. John Fry, I can't wait until these amazing graduates try extremely hard to do something, and you put your everything in it, and it doesn't work out right. You want me to tell you why? It's in those moments that thing that's deep inside of you that you don't know exists. It's not what you don't feel it'll truly benefit from it when things are going well, but you realize your internal strength and your own personal power when you overcome obstacles that you were not supposed to overcome. I can't wait until you have to dig deep inside of you and pull it out, because once you get through it, guess what you do? You turn around and you look at it and you say, well, wait, I'm here. I did that. That is what I am hoping for each of you. The final thing I want to share with you is that here in the city of Philadelphia, we are a city of firsts. We are the birthplace of democracy, celebrating 250 years. This is our semi-quincentennial. I realize that this time for me, if you talk to a couple that's ever been married, I want you to think about a big milestone, like 25-year anniversary or 50-year anniversary. Have you ever heard of people renewing their vows? I want you, during this year, particularly being an owl here in Philadelphia, I want you to think about your commitment to this democracy, the values that we hold dear. I want you to think about your commitment to your field, because you've determined that there's something here that fills your bucket. There's something here that you get great strength from. There is something here that you desire to do that you get filled up with, and I want to strongly encourage you to not allow anyone to take it away from you. And let me tell you why. Because when you leave to go wherever it is you're going to use your talent, shameless pitch, our Director of Education is here, Dr. Deborah Carrera. John Fry, I apologize, Mr. President. I'm recruiting here on today. For any of you who decide that you want to come join the School District of Philadelphia or the City of Philadelphia, we want you to know that we welcome you. Please go and visit www.philadelphia. Sorry, we need you. I had to make the plug. But no, this becomes very important. Listen, when you leave here, even with this accomplishment, you are going to try to do something and sit at a table to do some work, and somebody somewhere somehow is going to try to make you feel like you don't belong. They're going to try to make you feel like you're not smart enough. They're going to try to make you feel like you add no value. They're going to try to make you feel like you need to act like, think like, be like, walk like, talk like anybody else other than who you are. I want to strongly encourage you to not allow anyone to take your authenticity away from you. You are enough. You are enough. Take your real, this is important. This is important. And for a long time, I didn't get this. I really felt like in life, I was at a great disadvantage, especially when I was in a room with people. And I want you to imagine being me, competing to become mayor of the city of Philadelphia. It was the most expensive mayoral primary election in the history of this city. There were an amazing amount of candidates who were extremely wealthy, but they were also very good people, and I'm competing. And it seemed like everyone in the race had more of everything than I did. But guess what? They didn't have. I was raised by Dorothy Parker. I'm like Chitty Chitty Bang Bang sitting on a fence trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. When you come from humble beginnings, I know how to survive. I know how to make it. So you draw strength from your authenticity. You draw strength that you've learned from your village, from your bloodline, and from your love line, and from your real life lived experience. Because that is, even when money won't fulfill you personally on the inside, that real life lived experience and remaining true to who you are, it's a fuel that will keep the fire and the passion burning inside of you in a way that nothing else can. So I want you to promise me that you won't allow anyone to throw shade on your Temple School of Education shine. Do you all agree with me there? I want all of the graduates who are here to commit to me another thing. Aside from considering to come and work for the city of Philadelphia, got second time, third time will be the charm. I want you to promise me that you will mentor someone who is not a part of your bloodline. Touch somebody somewhere, somehow, that hasn't had the opportunity to sit in the seat that you're sitting in now. And use your real life lived experience and your accomplishments to light a fire with a can-do spirit and hope in them. There is something powerful about hope, pride, and the sense of dignity. Please promise me that you will work on mentoring and sharing what you have with someone else. I need to make sure that you really did get this, and the reason why I'm saying this is because when you leave here, somebody's going to do this to you. It happens. I wish President Fry that this wasn't the truth, but it is the truth. And I don't care who you are, what stage of life you reach, how successful you become. This happens to everyone. You have now received your degree from the Temple College of Education, and we're celebrating you. And when you leave here today, someone's going to say, well, you think you're so hot because now you have this degree from the Temple College of Education. And so you're smart, you're real smart, but you are not that special. Let me say this to you. Not everyone is going to be prepared to deal with the success that you have achieved and where you are in your life right now. When I tell you, don't let anyone throw shade on your Temple College of Education shine, that means goals that you have here, desires that you have here. Sometimes you don't have to shout it from the rooftop. Just find a way to not make yourself available. Just make sure you're committing to do whatever it is that you need to do in order to be successful. In closing, Philadelphia needs you. I know many of you are from this area or from the city itself, and some of you have made Philadelphia your home, but I want you to know that we are prepared for you, all of the amazing activities that are occurring in our city this year. Yes, we have FIFA, World Cup, MLB, all of these exciting things. I want you to make sure that you commit, if you can, to being here while we have this celebration, because we're going to create a legacy experience for everyone. I want you to remember that in this complicated world, our students need you now more than ever. They need your dedication, they need your patience, your resources, your understanding, and your experience. So let me hear you now repeat after me and say, don't throw shade. Don't throw shade. You sound like you're from Boston. We're going to try it again. This is for the graduates. Let me hear you say, don't throw shade on my Temple College of Education shine. This mayor is grateful for you. You are the leaders in the field of education and human development that our city needs, and we've been waiting for you. No negative self-fulfilling prophecy. Make sure you always remember the grit inside of you. Stay connected to your authenticity and know that it's all right to be yourself. Because guess what? Most people, if you're like me, I'm in politics. President Fry, I can see a phony a mile away. It's best to be yourself because you don't have to act like anybody else. That's what you can do. Nobody else can duplicate being you the way you can. Everybody put one finger in the air. Bloodline and love line, we want you to do this too. Put your one finger in the air. By the power vested in me through the home rule charter in the city of Philadelphia, everybody has to put one finger in the air. This is my goal as mayor, and I hope you will embrace it. Let me hear you all say, one Philly, a united city, one America, a united nation. Use your powers for good. You are our most valuable assets. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Let's give our 100th mayor another round of applause, please. So we've heard about the power of hope. We've also heard about the shine. Keep shining, College of Education and Human Development graduates. And now we're going to hear from our next speaker. Oh, wait. Wait. Christine. Oh, I'm calling Christine Washner. I'm all discombobulated right now. Go ahead.
All good. Thank you, Dean Shealy. Dean Shealy, President Fry, esteemed faculty, devoted alumni, and dedicated professional staff. I am pleased to present the candidates for the degrees of Educational Specialist, Master of Education, Master of Science in Education, and Professional Science Master.
Thank you for saving me, Christine.
Anytime. Madison Ellen Kearney. Haley Gulich. Diana Chica. Sitara Vaidi. Colette Hyde. Theodore Miller. Xavier Alvarez. Vanessa Mitchell. Ying Tang Lin. Tracy Williams. Jasmine DeBose. Sean T. Williams. Philip Bengura. Justin Dubler. Diamond Monet Gill. Nina Wang. Megan McDonald. Rebecca Barnes. Emelita Jolene Marcucci. Isabella Natali. Kayla Meehan. Ruby Melman. Sanaa White. Lillian James Keola Capello. Melissa Pitt Velisuk. Samantha McGurman. Katerina Bajani. Skylar Alinsky. Janice Good. Mickey Alvarado. Kimberly Gujardi Krieg. Joey Nicole Nern. Hook Young. Corey Roberts. Victoria Johnson. Nevaeh Robinson. Cynthia Van O'Toole. Richard Robinson.
Minguela.
Edwin Thomas Minguela. LeBrant Davis Sr. Jalila Abdurazak Moore. Melissa Regine Theodore. Amber Brown. Angelo Foff. Ethan Kaplan. Jesse Bollinger. Elizabeth Diaz Cuevas. Nodira Ibrahimova. Nia Allen. Sambuja Nela Kunda. Christina Flanagan Glenn. Anna Isabella Cole. Liam Gianelli. Sarah Abrams. Gabrielle Mason. Jessica Edwards. Alexander Litvinov. Morgan Rotelli. Grant Geldof. Alex Santorelli. Becca Hoffing. Romina Mazzotti. Gabriela Ortiz Torres. Amaya Martinez Delgado. Zachary Grimes. Emma Esterbrook. Denise Siasi. Christopher Clark. Najima Powell. Allison Amadea. Kayla Cronister. Riley Nelson. Tyann Harris. Alexander Schulman. Claire Palmer. Brandon Marquise. Logan Bland. Daniel Fatsu. Joshua Toth. Derek Darden. Jared Cressman. Jessica Wong. Timothy Lawler. Say it again. Sindhu Naga. Mayor Rajesh. Cheryl Dodds. Sarah Jarris. Lene Ryan Allen. Zachary Brum. Benjamin Goodvis. Elizabeth Shoebrooks. Nicholas DePinto. Deja Bridges. Vasiliki Karagiori. Jimena Iglesias. Christabel Chioma Anukam. Deborah Cherry. Oriana Samuels. Angelina Rodriguez. Miracle Ty-J Martin. Jessica Nicole Lawler. Lawyer, sorry. Tatiana Williams. Carson Bolin. James McCarthy. Aaron Cordell. Julia Dunn. Shahara Benson. Lavera Mae Pointer. Amy Lynn Buckles. Melissa Sheppers. Annabella Bethke. Sin Taylor. Olivia Phillips. Marielle Zakreski. Ethel Namatovu. Anna Mehta. Ramand Nelson.
We're glad he's the last one, right? Let's give our master degree students a round of applause. educational specialist degrees. Thank you so much. And now, before we get to our bachelor degrees, we are going to hear from our undergraduate student speaker. Chloe is going to bring a word, and it is going to be the last speaker word. Chloe Smelser, come on down.
Good afternoon to family, friends, esteemed faculty, and the tenacious class of 2026. Through my experiences in and out of the classroom, I have come to understand that the education system is not designed for everyone to succeed. And yet, we are here today because of the advocacy of the people in this room and from within ourselves. This moment is the culmination of countless long days, even longer nights, and countless and unyielding persistence from our graduates and our supporters. My name is Chloe Smelser, and I'm honored to be the undergraduate student speaker. I'd like to start with a story that I feel illustrates the impact Temple has had on me, my family, and so many others. When my youngest sister was born, my family faced an uphill battle, navigating medical and educational systems that were not designed to support her. Because of my mom's courage and leadership, my sister has access to the services she needs, and I learned the importance of persistence in caring for others. Along the way, my mom found support and guidance through a program at Temple University's Institute on Disabilities called Competence and Confidence Partners in Policymaking. After seeing the impact the program had, both on my sister's access to services and my mom's ability to navigate complex systems, I became a student worker supporting the same program that had once empowered my mom. I saw firsthand how developing advocacy and leadership skills can transform not only individuals, but entire families and communities, just as it did in my own, where one advocate inspired another. When I first arrived on Temple's campus 3 years ago, I wasn't sure of much. As a commuter and a transfer student, I felt lost, both academically and directionally, as I deciphered the difference between Ritter Hall and Ritter Annex. Luckily, I found more than just the way to my classes. I found an amazing community in the College of Education and Human Development, and in my major, Human Development and Community Engagement. I found professors who supported me relentlessly and classmates who are deeply invested in creating change. Whether it's starting a nonprofit dedicated to the social and emotional growth of girls or educating incarcerated youth, my classmates are the definition of advocates. I am grateful to be a part of this class, proud of what we have accomplished, and even more excited for what lies ahead. As educators, counselors, administrators, leaders, and change makers, we have a choice to become advocates for our students and their families. Unlike many parents and individuals with disabilities, including my mom, we are not stepping into advocacy out of necessity. We are choosing it intentionally. This choice comes with both responsibility and privilege. The responsibility to speak up when systems fall short, and the privilege of standing alongside students and families who trust us to do so. Advocacy reveals to us what is possible when we believe in ourselves and are supported by others. I've had the great privilege of experiencing the power of advocacy. When my family, friends, and professors believe in me, I believe in myself. It's a magical feeling when something out of reach begins to feel possible. As we go out into the world, we can now be those unforgettable advocates who unlock talents and dreams through our encouragement, guidance, and support. As parents and faculty can probably attest, it wasn't always easy to support us. Being here today celebrates the support we've received, along with the responsibility we have to carry it forward. If I have learned anything from the disability community, it's that nothing meaningful happens alone, and that each of us brings unique strengths to the table. So let's use our collective power and the distinct skills we have honed as Temple Owls to shape a future that is more inclusive, more just, and more compassionate. Thank you.
Well, Chloe provided a word for us that helps us to understand why advocacy is at the root of who we are and what we do. And now I want to introduce to you Dr. Shanta Hatikudur, Professor and Chair of the Department of Psychological Studies and Education, who will present our bachelor's degrees.
Dean Sheely, esteemed faculty, devoted alumni, and dedicated professional staff, I am pleased to present candidates for the degrees of Bachelor of Arts, Bachelor of Science, and Bachelor of Science in Education. All right, let's go. Here we go. Chloe Smelser. Haley Bottrell. Victoria Wagoner. Patty Castania. Jonathan Conahan. Carol May Sujet. Ismaela Shabazz. Janice Williams. Michelle Pagosian. Nael Ju. Sulika Tulaganova. Maya Brown. Maya Burgos. Scarlett Bradney. Carly Bianco. Grace Volko. Lee Silverman. Mary Greenberg. Alana Santos. Catherine Orzek. Gianna Colella. Isabella Capone. Hannah Palmer. Leo Siriani. Samuel Fink. Liam Addison. MD Jahid bin Anwar. Michael McCullough. Taylor Boone. Leah Kummel. Keisha Rodriguez. Imani Howard. Leah Nicole Kuhn. Joanna Chapman. Tyler Pomeroy. Madison Toretta. Abigail Jean Sullivan. Abigail Jean Groover. Lindsay McBride. Sophia Alexandra Korfman. Sarah DeAngelis. Angel Hernandez. Sophia Dubreen Meneses. Jennifer Allen. Ariel Elise Hunt. Jonae Genty. Holland Marie Durham. BJ Jones. Cheyenne Perez. Maria Isabel Josefa Noboa. Veronica Noel Billisitz. Sonia Bear. Phoenix Jessica Turner. Ashley Ferrer. Brandon Michael Dickerson. Salvatore Fratanduano. Keanu Palavra. Alfonso Smith. Cruz Resto. Eric Scaramazino. Max Garner. Anna Arens. Kylie Walsh. Aaliyah Silman. Jessica Abdul Malik. Isis Arganzoni. Annabelle Lanshi. Michaela Dara. Kayla Garrow. Mia Rossoff Mallory. Brooke Hafner. Mia Palma. Chase Downend. Liana Ardron. Lexi Calder. Madison Seymour. Nicole Santos. Taylor Conan. Aiden Kazad. Kaylin Taylor Stauffer. Persephone Reyna. Tatiana Spencer. Gisele Guerra. Taylor Williams. Brennan Rowland. Juliana Nixon. Cordelia Capola. Joseph Meixler. Madeline Sayers. Carly Saxton. Megan Mahoney. Lillian Odile Jennings. Stephen Bishop Floyd. Kendall Lally. Anastasia Seminara. I got it. Makia May De Torre. Christine Zayon. Alessandra Scorsone. Jennifer Cook. Juliana Trachtenberg. Olivia Scatia. Madison Mitchell. Fahima Akhtar. Mason Darwish. Jessica Munns. Jamie McGrath. Leanne Bradshaw. Colin Barch. Sarah Neve Pierce. Alexis Michelle Moyer. Isabella Ann Moffett. Natalie Elizabeth Curtis. Samara Margaretha Murphy. Rachel Premola. DeShield. Sunny Cromwell. Dominic Fiorentino. Jose Esteban Colodi. Jaden Thomas. Celine Safa. Kajaya Holloway. Javier Morton. Jalen Castleberry. Cameron Stewart. Eric Stewart. Shannon Cunningham. Corey Curran. Tahira Anderson. Tahira Anderson. Skylar Grace Dreyer. Sydney Nicole Redfern. Samuela Masopolu. Brianna Rowe. Khalil Poteet.
Let's give a round of applause for our bachelor degree graduates. All right, family, you've hung in there for a while. Graduates, you've hung in there. You've celebrated your accomplishments. You've gotten words of wisdom from our speakers. But there's one final thing, one final act that needs to be completed today before you officially graduate from the Temple University College of Education and Human Development. And graduates, I have a feeling you know what that one act is. So please stand or rise if you're able. Okay, get ready. Get ready. As a ceremonious gesture of your graduation, graduates, will you turn the tassel? All right, graduates, on behalf of the entire Temple University community, best wishes to all of you. As this concludes our ceremony, we ask once more for your cooperation as the stage party, then the graduates recess. Stage party, let us go first. And then graduates, you will go. And then family members and friends and loved ones, you will recess. So you will get information from our staff. Congratulations to our new Temple alumni.